Welcome to Netherdale for this historic match between Scotland's Club 15 and the English counties. Historic because it's the first time we've played the English counties on Scottish soil. Now last year, not so good for the Scotland boys. They lost 37-3. Could it be different this time round? Let's take a look at the teams. For Scotland, it's a team made up of Premiership clubs. In the squad, there's 6 from Heriots, 5 from Melrose, 5 from Ayr, 2 each from Glasgow Hawks and Hawick, with Curry, Gala and Boroughmuir contributing 1 apiece. Now, it's a strong backline with exciting Sam Picure on the right wing, and there's new caps for Lee Armstrong at fly half and Paddy Boyer at scrum half. The pack is dominated by Ayr and Heriots players, while the team is led by Ayr's Ross Currell. England counties are unbeaten in 6 matches, including a successful tour of Canada. There's a lot of new faces among their lineup this season though, and the squad is made up from players who play the rugby in National 1 and below. Look out for number 8, Chris Davis, who won the varsity match for Oxford 8 years ago, along with another forward playing today, Ian Kenge, while 29-year-old captain Keith Loughlin from Blaydon will be leading his side from the back row. In the back, centre Sebastian Rodwell has won age caps for Italy, while Leo Fielding comes highly rated on the wing, playing his rugby out of Blackheath. A good pick up at the base for Scotland already, and that was Peter McCulloch there, and all right down the far side, and a great run and a great try from Scotland. It was quick feet right from the pick up at the base of the scrum, whipped it down the right hand side, and they crash over, and that's the start that Scotland exactly wanted here at Netherdale. That's Ross Graham, the Hawick hooker, Scottish Club International hooker, getting this ball in for Scotland, going to the tail. It misses everybody. This is going to be picked up by the hooker, Matthew Miles, just driving it forward. He's certainly rugged. Good tackle comes in though from Ross Currell. Play then, quick ball from England yet again, taking it up through the big forwards. It's Christopher Davies, a Richmond player. With the ball recycled again through the backs. They're taking it very, very quick into that Scotland 22. Is it going to be held up in the tackle? No. Ball goes to ground. It's going to come back on the English side. In fact, Scotland conceding the penalty, and it's a quick tap and go here, and it could be in for a try. Oh, they're just short off the line there. Sam Stuart taking the quick tap and go. Scotland defending well at the moment, leading 5-0, but England just banging at the door, and they've crashed over. Just sheer power from the English forwards, and really all down to Sam Stuart, the scrum half. Quick penalty, quick give and go. Caught short again, the ball returned, recycled, and the forwards just pile over.
Yeah, the little scrum half saw the Scotland guys on their heels and took it quickly, and they're very, very direct and big ball carriers, and it's going to be a long night if Scotland fall off the tackles like that.
So throw in Scotland ball. Ross Graham gets it in, goes to the middle, taken on well by McCulloch. The pack now are in behind him. They just need to get the shove on now. They keep it tight, get the legs pumping. That's what they're doing. They're driving it on. Ball comes out. Paddy Boyer takes the ball, goes round the man, and he goes in the left-hand corner. It's touchdown for the Glasgow Hawks scrum half, and Scotland get their second try of the night, and they go back in front. Scotland 10, it's England 7. Chris Johnson then. I know he can kick, that's for sure. It's a sweet strike of the ball. That looks not bad from here, and well, the answer tells you from the floors from the English supporters have made the journey up the road. 40-metre kick here from the fly half, and this is going to be a massive kick. He's certainly giving it a good lick. That looks good from here, I'll tell you. Sweet as. England centre, the pick and go again by Jordan Edmonds. Edmonds driving it on, ball's on the ground. Boyer then feeds it out wide, taken on by Armstrong. Armstrong gets it out fight to Ross Currell. Currell in, going to try and break inside here. That's a great break by Ross Currell. Now Currell's got Thompson on his outside, and off he goes, and Fraser Thompson right round his man. Toot far out, he's away in to the far side, and he touches down, put Scotland back in front, but stand up Ross Currell and take a bounce, and what a break.
Great step from Ross Currell. He's done that for 7 or 8 years in the Premiership, and Fraz, as he always is, on the outside shoulder, and you're not going to stop Fraser Thompson from 15 yards out like that when Ross Currell puts you into space. But that's 3 great tries Scotland have scored, 3 very different tries, but 3 very well executed tries.
Yeah, it just shows you they can be dangerous, but Ross Currell, the Scotland captain, leading by example, just bursting through midfield, and great vision and support from Fraser Thompson. And you know, in a tour race from 50 metres out, there's always got to be one winner. Right hand side of the post, Scotland 15, England 13. Lee Armstrong then, the Hawick fly half, looks up at the post again. He's been there or thereabouts, flicks it round. Is the radar on this time? Yes, it is. Ya dancer. He puts the 2 points over, and Scotland extend their lead. Great game of rugby. Scotland forwards get back in numbers as it comes out to Sam Stuart, taken on by Johnson. He's well marshalled by Lee Armstrong, takes him down. Recycled though. Sam Stuart, second time of asking. Feeds it back to his number 8, Christopher Davis. Davison in there as Sam Stuart gets the ball back out, taken on now, and it's a big powerful play here by Sebastian Rodwell. We know he can play rugby as a tackle comes in, and Paddy Boyer trying to clear his lines, but the referee said it was forward anyway. But good defence from Scotland inside the 22, and I think Paddy Boyers took a late one there, and that does look sore. And well, let's hope he is okay. Inside the Scotland half, recycle ball. Here come the Scottish Park now as they drive it through Jack Turley as he goes to ground. Recycled then by George Graham. Ooh, and a big kick comes in. And I'll tell you what, that looks probably worse than it is. Well, I say that, but that looks like a sore one. In fact, it was Peter McCallum. In fact, the referee is calling over. The touch judges come on. And he's going to have a word now with the captain, Keith Loughlin. In fact, boy from Northumberland, Bladen is where he's from, and he's just having a word with the referee saying, now cut it out. In fact, I've got a nip in my pocket, give you a yellow, son, go and calm it for 10 minutes. So that's England captain down into the bin. And George Graham again getting the ball out wide, picked up well by Lee Armstrong. He really picked that up from his toenails, and Lee Armstrong doing very well, breaks the tackle, gets over the gain line, goes to ground eventually, and England having to defend in numbers, but the ball taken on by McAlpine, trying to break away there, 12 metres inside the England half, picked up then by Graham, comes out then to Nick Bevan, I don't know, thinking he's Johnny Wilkinson there, I don't know what he was up to, but that's not a bad nudge downfield. He's gone over the dead ball line though, that's an issue. In fact, the referee has seen enough, and we'll give Nick Bevan the benefit of the doubt there. Was he going for a cheeky drop goal or a grubber kick?
I'll never give him any benefit of the doubt when I see him tomorrow. I don't know what he was. He must have knew it was last play, and he's just trying to get the ball off the pitch. You know, Scotland have got a good 4-point lead going into half time.
Yeah, all good so far for the Scottish club. 15 against the English counties. The first time ever the sides have met on Scottish soil. 3 tries scored in this first half. Paddy Boyer amongst the try scorers, Peter McCallum as well, and a cracking one from Melrose fullback Fraser Thompson. Half time at Netherdale. It's Scotland 17, England 13. Quick one from Sam Stuart. No, he tripped over his own player. Oh, I thought he tripped over his own player there, but clearly not. There was a boot. And in fact, Nick Bevan, you naughty boy, the Melrose prop has been carded, and that's not the start Scotland wanted in the second half. From the first glimpse of it, Graham Dodds, it looked like he tripped over his own man, but obviously a sneaky little boot there from Nick Bevan.
I think he did trip over Bev's leg, but I don't think it was deliberate in any way. But the referee's closer than us, Stuart, so yeah, yellow card, and as you say, it's not what we wanted in the start of this second half. England are going to restore to 15 shortly, and we're down to 14.
And it's going to be Scotland who pick up. McAlpine acting as scrum half, and it's taken on now by Ross Graham, the Hoy Cooker, driving it forward, still inside the English half at the moment as George Graham gets the ball out, taken on now by Turley, the Heriot second row out on the far side. Scotland making inroads, trying to work their way up to this 22-metre line. 14 against 14 at the moment, and a good break here by, I think that's Big Turley again, just driving forward. Oh, and a knock on there, he just couldn't get into the basket as Scotland were driving forward, and England now with a quick counter, but Will Bordell put a stop to that. That's good play, and one of the English players down at the moment receiving some treatment. Oh, looks a sore one, and there could be a change here for England as they clear the lines, or do they? No, Fraser Thompson keeps it alive inside the England half at the moment. Fraser Thompson going on a wee run, great burst down the side, and Fraser Thompson inside, and that's going to be a great try from Scotland in this second half. Great hands again from Fraser Thompson, just feeding that ball inside, and really some cracking play there by Scotland. Fraser Thompson just darting down the far side, and he's getting the accolade of his players. In fact, it's Jordan Edmonds, the Borough winger, taking that pass, and really good play. Good vision from Fraser Thompson, the Melrose full back, but he popped up off the left wing, and that's probably one of the easiest tries he'll ever score. There's going to be a chance now for England. They've got the ball, and I know the one man that is on the ball is Matthew Miles. Old Albanian's player gets the ball in, taken on, but Scotland steal it. Comes out then to McCallum to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it out, taken on well now. And that's taken on by McGrorty up the left hand side, given on to Thompson. It comes out to Edmonds, Jordan Edmonds into the left hand corner. What a try from Scotland! That is slick rugby through the hands. McGrorty made the break through the hands, and that man again, Jordan Edmonds, the Boroughmuir flyer, touchdown in the left hand corner, and Scotland now extending their lead here at Netherdale. Scrum down then, Scotland have it, and they're going to pick it up through the back here. Callum just waiting, but it's George Graham who takes it, kicks it into space over the halfway line. England should pick up, that's a good take as well. England through the full back, just driving it on. It's Mick Wilcox, he's caught though. It's George Graham just putting his hand up saying he's not interfering with play. The ball's fed out to the hooker. Matthew Miles in for England. Driving on. Bit of afters now going on. Bit feisty. But an interception, and a wayward pass, and it's going to be Russ Currell, the Scottish captain, who's going to dance underneath the post. The wee dive in, and that's going to be an easy try for the Scotland captain. Just an interception, 10 metres inside the England half. Poor ball, and Russ Currell, the centre, alert to it, just skips it up, says thanks very much, Lee, and off he popped down the middle of the park and scores underneath the post, and Scotland now extending their lead to 36 points to 13, and that will give them more heart, and surely now at this stage of the match they cannot throw this lead away. That's 7 changes for Scotland. Well, never in all the time I've watched rugby have I seen 7 changes in the one go, but it's all of them are on now. So you've got Michael Linus, Stuart Setsford on there, Jamie Batty, Russell Nemo, Neil Irvin Hess, George Graham, who's already on anyway, Cammy Ferguson and Harvey Elms. So a good response in the crowd, appreciating the players that are coming off that have put in a good shift for Phil Smith here tonight. Scotland now have it on the halfway line, comes out to Fraser Thompson, one of the try scorers. Thompson then going for the gap, brings into Sam Pecure. Pecure now, this boy has got gas, he's going to cut inside, he does, and Sam Pecure, a nice little dink inside again, but he's caught about 5 metres short of the try line. But Scotland hopefully looking to recycle that ball, and they do that, but quick ball now is George Graham trying to find his way round the corner, couldn't get through, but Scotland practically 2 metres short of that try line. The pick and go now from the park. Have they dived over? Have they got the touchdown? They have. That's just sheer forward power from the Scotland pack, and they do touch it down, and they get another 5 points on the board. And I think that was big Jack Turley, was it, that got the touchdown, the Heritage second drawer. But great stuff again from Scotland, and we're getting a feast of tries. But again, it was all down to that break. Great handling by Fraser Thompson, and Sam Pecure unlucky not to go in first time.
Yeah, he did the right thing though. He came back in field. They set it up 3 phases later. Jack Turley barges his way over for a great try. As you say, what a spectacle we've had tonight. You know, that's 7 tries now, and every one of them has been really, really good to watch. George Graham goes for a little run now. Here comes George Graham sniping away. 10 metres inside the England half. He couldn't get that ball off. The referee said it went behind, so they play on now as Lee Armstrong has it. Lee Armstrong cutting inside again. He needs to still go, and he does, up to the 22. Lee Armstrong again just driving into that England 22. Great break from the Hoig fly half, and Scotland look for the quick ball but then concede the penalty. England then with the put in. It's Tom Cowan-Dickey. The man from Cornwall gets the ball in, and that's a good steal by Neil Irvin Hess, and Hess is away there, the former Watsonians player now with Melrose as it comes out now. Taken on now by the replacement. It's Michael Linus, the Heritage man, just trying to get in on that as it's recycled by George Graham as it comes out then to Russell Nemo. Nemo goes to ground, it's recycled again by George Graham trying to snipe away. He's been calf caught. Nice offload to Linus as the ball comes out, but Scotland looking to get the ball back, bounces off the feet. Picked up again by the Scottish pack. All the play inside the England half at the moment. England getting a wee surge on. Comes out to George Graham as Lee Armstrong breaks a tackle yet again. 1-2 tackles. Armstrong again feeds it inside. And here comes Scotland again for another try. That is beautiful. Personified by Scotland. Finished off by Cammy Ferguson, the Heritage player. But again, it was the jinky run of Lee Armstrong. He made that try. And great support play there by Cammy Ferguson, who just cut inside and danced his way at the try line. This is some fantastic rugby being shown here by the Scottish club International 15 tonight. And here comes Scotland. McCallum trying to break away. He opened up the scoring inside the first couple of minutes here tonight as the ball's fed in, and Scotland just running rampant at the moment inside the 22. Good handling here from the Scotland side, but England having to defend it at the moment. Quick ball comes in, and just about through Bordell, feeds it back inside, and that's another try from Scotland. Just seeing who got that try. Is it Linus, I think, that got the try, the Heritage man, but again, some great handling, and it's the old saying, when it's going for you, Graham Dodds, and we cannot reiterate how good a game this has been for Scotland tonight. No, I think everything that Scotland has tried, especially in the second half, is stuck, and these little offloads, we just saw 3 in a row there, and really no right to score, and everyone stuck in the hand, and great support from the substitutes, and Linus goes in for the score.
Scotland's making a menace of themselves inside there, but it's England who come up with the ball still. Ball comes out wide. Now a chance here for England, and it's Marcus Bircham who cuts inside to spin. He couldn't get the ball into Sutherland. In fact, penalty try has been awarded. A bit of shenanigans from the Scotland backline. I don't know, certainly Lee Armstrong, Fraser Thompson and Sam Pecure involved with that. But in fact, is that a card? I think it's Fraser Thompson. So that's 2 Melrose men that have gone in the bin tonight. So I'm sure you'll have words with them down at training during the week. But it's Fraser Thompson. That's a yellow card. Inside the England half as Walsh recycles it. England trying to get the ball again, and this man looks dangerous since he's come on, and he's off again. Marcus Bircham, he feeds the ball out wide, and it's taken well. Here comes Spencer Sutherland. He ain't going to be caught. This man, as we said, can fly, and the Escher winger crashes over for another England try. It's Scotland 57, it's England 25, with the conversion to come deep into injury time, and a comprehensive victory for the Scottish club. 15 against the English counties. Last season it was a 37-3 drubbing for Scotland. Well, by heck, what a difference 12 months can make.
Yeah, and the guys will be really pleased. You know, they've only had 5 or 6 training sessions together, and it looked like they've been playing for 5 or 6 years. You know, everything that they've trained towards, it came off tonight, and some great tries from the Scotland team, and you know, put all that pressure on that England team to make them make those mistakes, and Scotland capitalises pretty much every one of them.
Some cracking tries from Scotland and indeed England here tonight, but it's Scotland who come out on top. The final score then, Scotland Club 57, England Counties 27.
The boys are overcome, I think, almost honestly. It was so good, and at half time we weren't sure it was going to go. It was tough up to that point, and then they just kind of took off. I thought they were panicky first half, you know, when we gave away the 2 scores, but then the boys just got absolutely into it after 2 sessions. That's what they produced. So what can I say? I don't know what to say. It was outstanding.
It has to be said, I mean, some of the tries absolutely breathtaking. Was it a night, Phil, of when it's going for you, it's going for you?
Possibly. I mean, I'm hoping to sell the fact that it's a group of boys from the Premiership who I think I see them, some of that, week in, week out in the Premiership, and I've brought them together and they've been able to express themselves and bring it all together. Now, there's a lot behind that, but you know, they've expressed themselves in the best way we could, and it's resulted in 9 tries, which is maybe a record. I don't know. It's something really good, though.
Scottish completely outplayed us. Basically, a bit of a role reversal from last season down in Preston. We just spoke there about a bit of trust in defence, and I think credit to Scotland. They were outstanding tonight. They really ran. Conditions were perfect, and they used them to their advantage. We didn't tackle and they scored, and at the end of the day, if we don't tackle, they're going to win the game.
It was an unbelievable start, and we managed to back it up. We let them into the game a little bit in the middle 20 of the first half, but we defended really well in periods, and we sort of limited them to just a couple of opportunities.
Yeah, and for an old enemy clash, a bit feisty, 2 yellow cards. Have to point out 2 Melrose men going in the bin, but the thing is, you got man of the match.
I know, I think it was already decided before that yellow card maybe. No, but I'm delighted. Look, the win was the most important thing. The man of the match is great, but to put 57 points, you think all the age grade rugby we've played, a lot of the boys, and we've been on the receiving end of some defeats against some good England teams, but to manage to put 50 plus on England is fantastic.